Sucky. But here's the next one. Hopefully everybody's notified in time. Ay, ay, ay. Sometimes technology sucks. We'll just give people some time to get on.
Okay, let's see if I'm trying to get on here.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Back from Texas. So it does pop up now. And there's me standing in front of the TV. Hopefully people can get on.
Okay, there you go. I got you.
Well, that's good. It's probably gonna piss a lot of people off. You got one person on. Ward's on.
Yep, me.
Are you? Oh, good. Oh, 7 people. I'm glad people found it. Sorry, guys. There was a problem with. Let me see here if I can hide or make all the things visible. Welcome to live chat. Yeah, sorry about that. There was a problem with our other stream. So if you're here, I see 7 of you on now. 15, perfect.
Yeah, it's sort of growing.
Awesome. I think people have caught on. So I think the other one disappeared. This one popped up as a blue screen. So apologies. That's the way it goes sometimes. Technology sometimes stinks.
I did send out a thing having problems. So I hope they picked it up.
Awesome. Sorry about the earthquake here for a sec. We're going to go like this. Hey, Steve, how are you? There we go. I'm glad everybody found their way here. Woo! All right, we got 17 people on. I only see 5 thumbs ups right now. So if you're on the live, give us a thumbs up because we need a thumbs up. So welcome to episode 49 from the shop here. It's pretty crazy that we've been doing this for that many episodes.
Well, wouldn't it be 49 and a half because you lost one?
Ooh, maybe this is 50.
49 and a half.
The other one was only 17 seconds long.
So it's 49 and a half. Okay.
Welcome to Lighter Side of RC After Dark, number 49.
And a half.
We just got back from Texas on Monday, and what a trip. It was phenomenal. Long arse drive, very long. It was fun. Mike, if you're here, thank you for, again, we've exchanged thanks many times, but you were a great road companion, travel companion. It was awesome to have you, and very appreciated all of your help at the event as well too. So loved seeing everybody at the event, chatting with people, meeting everybody, and it was just wonderful. So
Got a little sunburn too.
Texas was awesome. The event was stellar. If you guys watched some of, well, today's video was about the event. Couldn't do a lot of footage of the flying because we had music in the background. So had to kind of limit that a little bit. Even my BDX footage that I put in there, there was a little bit of music. I did my best to hide it. But we get copyright strikes if we have regular music in the videos, which is not a good thing. So yeah, so that was Texas. If you saw the videos of the flying field, it's amazing, wide open. There was times when I was flying my Picaro and my BDX and I was just full throttle, 30 feet above the ground, doing these massive racetrack patterns, probably a mile or so out. I don't know, it was far, but it was so much fun. And the hospitality was amazing. And if you're thinking about coming next year, maybe don't come because we don't want the event to get too big. Ivan was expecting, Ivan's the event organizer, he was expecting 50 people this year, and I think we had 75 or 74 registered pilots. Last year, the first year, there was 35, so the event more than doubled, which was phenomenal. He wasn't really ready for it, but he did a great job taking care of everything. It was outstanding. So one of the best events I've ever been to for that kind of size of event. So if you're thinking about going to Texas, we will be there next year, and there's some big plans in the works for next year, and I'm really looking forward to it again. So we'll see you there if you're planning on coming. So How many people do we have on now?
27.
Awesome, good. Oh my gosh, Texas in general, the barbecue is amazing. So it's phenomenal.
The whole cow was put on the skillet.
It is awesome.
Eat it.
Pork chops, oh my gosh, they were so good. All right, guys, so we got a bunch of cool things that kind of have happened over the past 2-3 weeks since kind of jet power. There's been a lot of irons in the fire and a lot of fun things to talk about. So I made a list over on our board there, and we'll talk a little bit about that. I'm going to kind of work from the bottom and work my way to the top. So first thing, we've got my friend Anthony, who I do podcasts with. So Anthony sent me the Pilatus PC6. This is Cavan aircraft. So this is a little foamy PC6. We're going to be doing an unboxing of this, putting together, and some flights in front of my house. That was why I wanted this, is I wanted something easy to fly that I could fly from my driveway. We live on an acreage, so there's kind of uninterrupted space around my land, and something like this is wonderful. So there'll be something different coming to the channel. It'll be a fun little side project. So yeah, I'll put some links in that video to Anthony's website and everything, but it's FPV Builds. He's the dealer for this brand of aircraft, along with some other ones, I think. So he's got a bunch of different aircraft on his website. So look forward to the PC6. We are also officially, it was announced on Facebook, but if you're not a Facebooker or a book facer, we are here at the Lighter Side of RC, an FTL dealer. So with FTL comes quite a few different things. You guys will recognize the FTL aircraft because last year we put together a Boomerang Atom. Now Boomerang holds the rights to distribution in the US. With all the tariff stuff that's happened, it's actually been a real blessing in disguise. It's really opened up a lot of different suppliers and markets here for Canada. So rather than just looking at North America as a whole, now we've been separated into these different categories, and it's really opened up some different opportunities, which I'm very thankful for, and that's kind of what FTL worked out to be as well too. So a lot of these aircraft, like the Lancer, the 2.1 meter Lancer, what they call it, is the exact same airplane as the Atom for Boomerang jets. But we're going to be the dealer here in Canada for their entire lineup of aircraft. So you'll see the Lancer 2.1, we've got one of those coming. It's actually for Chad, who's sitting right over there. And we've got the 2.8 meter Lancer coming, that's for myself. That one's really exciting. I mean, I've been really happy with my Atom, and I'm really excited for the big Lancer. Probably going to put a 300 in that as well too. So we're in the hover zone and everything for the big Lancer. So very exciting. 2.8 meters is also kind of the same size as my my regular size BDX. So nice big aircraft. We've got, so from FTL, that also opens up the Vortex line of turbines. So when we were at Jet Power, we talked to Ben from FTL. We did a little interview with him about the Vortex M10 turbine. So we've got one of those coming very soon. We're going to do an unboxing, a review, test runs, all that stuff. And I think it's 105 newtons or something like that. So very exciting. As I mentioned in the Jet Power video, it's exciting to see those new developments because that stuff carries over to other companies. So something like the Vortex turbines, you've got the fuel pump, which isn't brand new. I think JetCat's been doing that for a while, but on that small turbine, which is teeny, it's pretty crazy to see the pump underneath the front cover. When you read and we'll talk about this during the review video, but when you read all the data on the turbine and the different generations and improvements they've gone through to make that turbine, I'm very excited for it. They also have a 200 Newton turbine coming out as well too. Now with the larger turbines like the 200, it just opens up more opportunity to do more stuff because you've got more room underneath the front cover. So it's going to be set up very much the same with the valves and the pump and everything under the front cover. I can't say much more, but I can give a couple hints. So FTL also has some additional aircraft coming very soon, which is very exciting. Altogether, making outstanding aircraft. I've been happy with my my 2.1 meter Lancer, and yeah, overall the quality is awesome. So that's kind of the FTL stuff. That also opens up opportunities like Theta servos. Now, a lot of the heli guys know Theta servos because they use them in their helis, and that allows us to open to be a supplier for Theta servos as well too. So that's a huge thumbs up. Last thing I wanted to touch on was Chaw servos. So when we were at Jet Power, Chaw gave us some servos to put in our 2 Falcons that we were putting together. So both of the pair of Falcons that we completed got Chaw servos throughout. And I think I put 5 or 6 flights on mine in Texas. Outstanding. Awesome servos. They were very fast, very strong. And for that mini size servo, gobs of power. We were thinking about putting some MKS 747s, which would be kind of our normal servo for a mini servo in the Falcon. Those MKS servos, just from memory, I think they are, the plane asked for 12 kgs, and I think those MKS ones are 15 or 18 or something. And the Chaw servos were like double the power in that same case size, so which is outstanding. So, Chaw servos, just before we started the live, so earlier today, I was chatting with Walter from Chaw Servo, and we are a Chaw Servo dealer. So we've got that stuff ironed out. You'll see probably a lot of the upcoming projects will start to get Chaw servos on them. I've been impressed. David, who flies the other Falcon, he did his maiden 2 days ago. I think he put 6 or 8 flights on his Falcon. Very impressed. And we've been very happy with them. So very exciting. Some long-term testing. My Picaro, if you guys follow the channel, my Picaro, the tail, got 2 of their crazy powerful, I think 50 kg servos in the tail, and they have been amazing. So yeah, very exciting for that. So we will have some Chaw servos coming for builds, and very likely we'll have the ones that we normally use stocked here on our website as well too. So lots of exciting things happening. I think that was the big stuff. Yeah, I think that was the big stuff. Falcon, I'll be doing an updated a follow-up video on the Falcon. Just going over throws, radio setup, and that type of stuff. That'll be coming up here in the next couple weeks. And I just wanted to kind of have a full circle with the Falcon. Didn't get any maiden footage of or maiden video or flight video or anything on the Falcon. Flies awesome, flies a lot like the Picaro, hovers really well. Overall, very happy with the Falcon. But I just wanted to give everybody the information on the setup as well as the vectored thrust portion of that as well too. That's something as well that I think has been not talked about a lot, partly because it's brand new, just vectored thrust in general. And I don't think a lot of people want to share their knowledge, which is what that means right there. And what we talk about quite often here on the channel is, you know, sharing knowledge and making everybody have access to that stuff. So that, guys, is the updates. Yeah, lots of exciting stuff.
Yeah, a lot of just greetings and saying hello,
Perfect.
welcome back from Texas.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, Ward is manning the chat section. Chad's also on it, I think, too. Yes. So Chad's on it. Go. So we got Ward here. He did trim his beard up. He's looking quite stellar. Got a haircut a couple weeks ago, so looking good, Ward. Looking good. Chad, your beard's coming in very nicely. Very nicely. So a little bit of an update on the build list. Yeah, there's stuff that we haven't added to the list yet, but some of the new additions. Oh, Falcon Twins, we can take that off. Nice, in our rush to get those guys done. We forgot to erase them. So these 3 will be showing up on Tuesday. That's all we'll talk about with those. The beam, of course, we've added to the list. That's from Jet Power. T1 Hawk, that's behind us for Jeff Jones. So we'll talk about that a little bit. FTL Lancer for me. What else? I think that's everything on the list. There we go. So we brought back a Hawk for Jeff. So I've been chatting with Jeff for quite a while about this. He put this all together, and he's not overly happy with how everything worked out. So it hasn't been flown yet. And Jeff, if you're on here, I did see your message earlier. Just didn't have time to email you back. But so I'm not sure when we're going to get to it, but that Hawk is going to be getting its spa service.
Yeah.
It's going to be sort of dismantled, and there's a lot of changes I want to make. We'll make some changes to equipment and get it ready in lighter side of RC style. So what else do we have going on here? Oh, if you were watching the stuff on Facebook, we got our Fly-Right stand from Ben. Thank you, Ben, for that. This is, the color I think shows up quite well. It's a beautiful purple. It kind of changes when you're outside and stuff. But yeah, that's the double beam stand. Ben, when we were at Turbines and Tumbleweeds, he donated 2 of those stands for giveaways. So super cool. Thanks, Ben, for doing that. And it's pretty awesome. So happy with this. So this purple one is a little bit longer than that one right there. And I don't, so this is the double beam one that we had previously, and that's the new double beam one. So what else? Oh yeah, we started the F-14. So Wednesday's video is going to be the F-14, which is the normal size F-14. We were just saying earlier how small it seems.
Everything's so small now.
It's like, it's just a baby. Just a baby.
It's got a burp it.
Yeah, but it's still a big plane. It still is a big plane, but when you compare it to the XL, it's really not a big plane. So, but yeah, we started on the F-14. 2 videos recorded so far. Still a ton to do on this plane, but there's an overview of kind of everything we've got working on so far. So tanks are done, lights are done in the back, just working on the rudder section here. The last F-14 this size that we did was 3 years ago or 4 years ago when we first moved in here. So there is the rudder. There we go. So special stuff that we do to make an internal linkage. So a lot of this stuff is just repetitive to what we did in the previous F-14, but we're obviously, as we go through this, we're making updates and modifying our stuff a little bit. Don't want to be too shaky. There we go. There we go. Nice. What's going on here with the chat, Chad?
Everybody's chatting about everything else but planes.
Nice. Auctions. Russell likes the red stand. Russell, Stacy is in, where is he right now? What's the place where you can, Amsterdam. Stacy's in Amsterdam right now in 3 hours he'll be flying to Africa. So he's probably getting up fairly soon, but no, he's probably sleeping right now. In Amsterdam. Ward's getting ready for Christmas. You sure are. He's putting on his winter weight.
No, I don't do that.
Oh, here we go. Let's see who else is on. Wow, so many guys are on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russell, we're missing you. You're missing out.
He decided to stay home. I don't blame him.
Thank you, David. David said congratulations on the Chaw dealership. Yes, that's an F4 in the background. We haven't done anything to it yet other than uncrate it. and it will be coming up soon. Sheldon, we drove through your neck of the woods on the way to Turbines and Tumbleweeds.
David says you better have a lot of CHA servos on hand.
We need to put a big servo order in. I just warned them earlier today.
It says all the sports jets here will be CHA servos.
Sheldon's thinking about switching from his SR2.
Sheldon, I have a Rebel Max with a Powerbox Competition SR2, thinking of switching to Jetty. Would you just add Jetty RX, or would you go Central Box? Which ones would you do? So Rebel Max, I would do a Central Box 210 or 220. I would just do that with a Cortex, of course, and a Rex 7, Rex 3, R3 for on-off. That would be our normal setup. So that's what I would suggest. Makes adjusting everything so much easier. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Just thinking here how to do this. In video 1 of the F-14, I did mention that we've got a bunch of these hoodies. So we actually did a whole bunch of shirts, hoodies for Turbines and Tumbleweeds. Of course, when it's 90 degrees outside, nobody wants to buy a sweater. So we actually have a lot of them that came back here to the shop, which is totally fine. And but we've got some shirts left over as well too. So if you are interested in hoodies or shirts, we do have some right now, and the shirts are kind of cool because there was 4 designs. I don't know what we've got left in stock, but cool stuff. Maybe I'll grab them and I'll show you guys.
Dave says all Aries and Carf Bean getting CHA servos.
So yeah, we got to put a big order for CHA servos in. All right.
Want me to flip it around for it's not backwards?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, you know, you're going to try to sell these things. Look at me, gorgeous guy here.
All right, so
There we go.
yeah, I don't really know what we got left. We got lots of hoodies. So XXL, 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 XL, which is what I'm wearing, XXL, or double XL if
Are
you
you
prefer.
trying to say that all the people who fly planes are big?
Well, we didn't have shirts that were big enough either, so.
Uh-oh.
There are some big dudes that fly planes.
There's a lot of barbecue down there.
Yeah, a lot of barbecue. So we've got the Got Jet A shirts. I think those will show up.
Yep.
So these shirts have the lighter side logo on the back. So we've got some like double XLs, XL. So we have a pretty good size run of the Got Jet A's. How much for the bin? I don't know. Make me an offer. So yeah, we've got mediums to double XLs for the shirt for Got Jet A's. We've got some Fly Good Don't Suck left. So that's
Wow, I don't know, you can take that
in
too.
pink and yellow. So we got medium, XL, some larges, and some XLs. So we've got some of those left. And we've got some logo shirts, not many though. Those ones were a hit. Yeah, we only got one of those left. And then one of the cool ones, I need to grab one for myself too. So Real Pilots,
Yep,
that's good. Real Pilots Fly Jets. Real RC Pilots Fly Jets. So that's a good one. That one went off really well too. And there's not very many of those guys left. So if you are interested in some of those, shoot me a message or an email or however you communicate with me. And I'll see if we've got some. The shirts, if you're interested, they're 25. The hoodies are 50. So, and that is US dollars, not Canadian dollars. Yep. So yeah, we brought a whole bunch of this stuff down, and it was just, a lot of it was gobbled up. It was awesome. So definitely helped pay for gas to Texas.
David said he You like to have one of those real full pilots fly jets?
Gotcha. Medium, Mr. Jet Guy? I think medium.
Russell wants a XXL,
Triple XL? 7XL for Russell? Just kidding, Russell.
David says, yes, please. And RC Flyer says, how much for the extra large hoodie, Jonathan?
Hoodies are $50.
50 US.
50 US. First come, first serve. So,
A large for David, 2 extra large for me. That's from Russell.
No, I just bought them all, Russell, sorry.
oh, that's a good one too. Jet pilots use jetty. Oh, you know what? It was pretty cool down at Turbines and Tumbleweeds was the amount of people flying jetty. It was actually very impressive. So I would say probably 60 for sure, probably 60 to 70% of the pilots, I think, were using jetty. There was basically jetty and Spectrum, and that was pretty much it. Like, yeah, easily 3/4 of the people there were using jetty. It was awesome. So it was really nice to see. There was a few crashes, nothing radio related, but yeah,
But no film.
no. Well, did you watch the video today?
No, I haven't yet.
So there was a guy flying the F-15.
Oh,
Yeah, but on a single engine, and his engine flamed out.
should have had doubles.
Total, yeah. It was total. There wasn't much left. So an F-16 went in. That was like,
Is that the blue and yellow one?
I think so, yeah.
The one that you sent me?
No. It was a different one. There was a picture posted on the SAD group on Facebook, but there was nothing left. And then I think a BDXS went in. That just got too far away from the guy. He couldn't see it anymore. We weren't there when it happened, so yeah, there wasn't much carnage, which was good. So it's never nice to see the carnage. Upcoming projects. So we're working on the F-14 right now. Probably 2 weeks, and that'll be done. This weekend's a long weekend here in Canada, so it's our Thanksgiving here in Canada. Early compared to you guys, but
The proper time.
if you're watching from Canada, happy Thanksgiving. And it's always fun to have 2 Thanksgivings when the Americans have their Thanksgiving, so we like to partake in that as well. So yeah, we're going to finish the F-14 probably in 2 weeks. Then we're going to do the Su-30, which is up above. Then we're going to do an A-10, which is showing up next week as well. So the shop, when I got back from Turbines and Tumbleweeds, I was like, wow, it looks pretty empty in here. Next live we do, or next week, that changes. So we'll have the Aries XL, the Aries L, the Aries Mini, A-10, Black Snakes, Skymaster Large F-86.
We need more shells.
Yeah, those all show up next week. So lots of new planes next week. Yeah, it's going to be packed in here. So
Gardo asked a question. He's
Yes.
watching David's F-15 video. Do you know if they test the speed brake in flight? Watching the full-scale video, they normally deploy the speed brake just prior to landing.
yeah, so there's a couple issues with the F-15. The first issue is the landing gear. If you've watched all the videos we've done about the F-15, the landing gear doesn't come up. So I think the last one I took in California, they went inverted. The gear came up that way, which was fine. Chatting with a few people, and we've talked about this as well. I'll get back to the air brake stuff, but chatting with a few people that own F-15s, what they do is they take off, they go to full flaps to slow the airplane down, then they do gear up, Gear comes up, flaps away, fly. The plane needs to be very slow for that gear to come up. It's not, I mean, the Skymaster could have went with larger cylinders or whatever, but anyways, the plane is what it is at this point. And the gear, all the gear moves forward. So you've got these massive 8-inch tires coming forward and rotating against the wind. So that's why the plane needs to be going very slow or inverted. Air brake design. So just make sure I'm in the camera view here. So if my arm is your air brake, this is forward in the plane. So this is the air brake. Air brake up, air brake down. Well, the air cylinder that operates the air brake sits like this. So when that air brake is down, it has almost zero mechanical advantage. So when that air cylinder is trying to extend and that air is flowing over the air brake, it doesn't have enough force. So in the air, I don't think it matters how slow you're going, that air brake is just not going to extend. The only time I think that David and Coco have extended it is when it's on the ground, kind of touches down, and then the air brake's able to extend. So there's no way to change that without making big modifications to the tanks. The tanks are right underneath the cylinder, and there's no changing that cylinder to make it operate differently without modifying those tanks in a massive way, which I wouldn't do anyways. So yeah, so that's kind of the F-15. Yeah.
And they're making suggestions on your shirts. They say you should rework a shirt that says, "Jet pilots use jetty."
I know, I saw that.
Yeah,
That's good.
That's kind of cute.
Real pilots use jetty. I like that one better.
Yeah.
Successful pilots use jetty. People that want professional equipment use jetty.
And jetty users only use 30% of the transmitter capabilities.
Absolutely.
And Dean Bird says he flies Spectrum. Oh, poor guy. In the synopsis gyro, setting up the vector thrust on his Flywing Falcon was simple. The Skywing Falcon, was simple and clean. How are there enough channels on a Cortex Pro to get gyro on the VT servos?
Yes, 100%. My Falcon is set up without a central box, and everything is connected to Cortex. So with the Falcon, you've got aileron, elevator, rudder, pitch, and yaw. All of those are controlled by the Cortex, plugged directly into the Cortex, and they work great. So yeah, so it is easy and possible with jetty as well too. If you do a central box, then you've got access to 16 gyro controllable channels. So, but in order to keep that plane light, that's why we went with a simple setup. So,
Keith asked, do you sell onboard air compressors?
That
was a while back, so.
Okay, thank you. Yes and no. I don't stock them to sell them. Like to get them in, my discount and everything on them, it doesn't make sense. Like it's better for you to order it from AeroPanda. By the time I get it here and everything, like I pay more than AeroPanda sells them for on their website. So I order them for planes that we build, and that's basically it. But otherwise, order it from AeroPanda and they'll take care of you. And if you have any other questions, ask away.
There's none there.
Perfect.
Guess we
Everybody's
get to
so
go home
quiet.
now. Jonathan will now dance for you.
No, it's opening that box behind.
Oh, I can't open the box. We got to
geez.
video it. That's why. We did get our batteries today for this. So normally I would go with some nice Gens Ace batteries, but I really didn't want to spend $100 per battery, so we just went with some Z's. I've never used these before. These are from Amazon. So I think they'll work okay. But I think that plane, you're supposed to have 2,500 to 3,300 milliamp 4-cell lipos. So I went with the biggest size, so we'd have some good capacity for long flights. So
Chris says he hopes you are enjoying the Chikoi scale box.
yes. Oh, good call. That's one of the things we brought back from Texas. I forgot all the stuff we brought back from Texas. What else did we bring back from Texas? So we brought some cool stuff back.
And Arnold Claycomb, will you carry the whole series of servos, micro, mini specifically?
We will carry the ones that we will be using. So I don't like to have stuff in stock that we don't really use. So very likely we'll duplicate the kind of the MKS lineup that we have. So we'll probably have one of their Bad Mama Jamma servos, like their strong 599 type servos. We'll have maybe one of the step downs. We'll have some of the mini servos like the ones we used in the Falcons. And very likely we'll have one of their micro servos as well too, comparable to like the MKS HV69. So those will kind of be probably the 4 that we'll have in stock. We obviously can order them when we place our orders, but this was a cool item. Thanks for reminding me, I appreciate that. So I'm just looking for
Sorting out cards.
cards here.
Russell says you should have brought the warm Texas weather back.
I did for a couple days. So this is from Chris. Just gonna make sure we get this in there.
Yeah, you got it.
There we go. So there's
I'll let you
Chris's
know.
contact info right there. See it, black? But then there's that side. So yeah, Chris was at Turbines and Tumbleweeds, and this is a really cool little thing that he came up with. And finally, I can have my scales in a nice box
Awesome.
instead of floating around in a crappy cardboard box. So thank you for that, Chris. That was wonderful. What else did we do here? Electron.
And David says he uses Zeb on his foamy jets
Oh, good. Nice.
and will work very well.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you, David. This was also a gift as well, too. So this is kind of just a cool box that was given to us as well. So it's now living on my table over there, and it's very neat. So 3D printed as well, too. I brought back some cool shirts and stuff from the Team CHR fellows. They're upstairs in my laundry, so I haven't washed them yet. But yeah, some of the cool little things we brought back from Texas.
And Arnold's complaining he should have brought the fall weather down there. It's 91 in Dallas.
Yeah, our weather right now is turning to poop. It was nice earlier today, but about what time? 2 o'clock?
About 3, 4 o'clock more.
Yeah, the crappy stuff just started to blow in. It's like super windy outside. I don't know if it's raining or snowing, but
A little bit of spitting, but nothing now.
yeah, it's our fall/winter has definitely arrived. When we were driving back from Texas, we were driving through rain for about 5-6 hours. That was through Colorado. Yeah, it was pretty nasty weather on the first night coming back. So yeah, it was telltale of what we have to expect. But I actually don't mind it because it's build season. So it kind of changed my mentality. I spent, we got back Monday night late, spent Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday emptying out the trailer, cleaning up the shop, organizing stuff, putting things away, and just getting ready to start building stuff. So it's kind of a mentality shift for me where I just get to sit down and focus now. And I actually don't mind it because we don't have any really tight timelines right now too, which is very thankful. I was thinking about that today, how getting those 2 Falcons done for Texas was stressful. And like working on this F-14 now, I'm just relaxed and having fun and doing stuff, and it's a little more chill, which is great. So nice.
And RC Flyer says it's raining here in Montana and snowing in the higher elevations.
Yeah.
And Dean Bird says real pilots get to fly all year long. Stick out your tongue on that one. Yeah.
Well said, Dean. Well said. That's funny. Yeah, if I could fly all year long, I sure wouldn't get a lot of stuff built. Sorry, I wouldn't get a lot of stuff assembled. We don't build stuff here. We just assemble. But I'd be a way better pilot.
Well, I think we all would.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'd be good.
It's hot tub season now.
I have dedicated, on the way back, I made the dedication to myself that I will fly my sim a few times a week throughout the entire winter. So I've already done it twice this week for about 15, 20 minutes in the morning. And as painful as it is, I have been okay with it. I've been practicing some things that have really messed with my mind while I'm flying. So it's actually been a really good thing, and I think it will be a good thing. So I'll keep checking in with you guys on that. But yeah, the sim is going to be a normal thing this winter. No long stretches of it because that drives me mental, but like 15 minutes, just practicing a maneuver. It'll be good.
And okay, here. David said, had good weather this week, made in 3 jets, 20 flights this week.
Yeah.
Victor says, getting ready for the Fury Maiden.
Nice.
Tomorrow.
When are you doing that, Victor?
Tomorrow, he says.
Oh, cool.
Big Sky opens the day before Thanksgiving. I think he's talking about the States.
Ski resort.
Yeah, RC Flyer. And we would all be great pilots if we flew at least 8 months in the year.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and as we're leaving Texas's flying season's just beginning, right? Because it's normal during the winter. It's not plus, like we would call it like above 30, but for you guys, it's like 100, 110. Not fun to fly in that, I know for sure. When we were down there and it was 31 degrees, so like 93, 94, it was hot, but it was nice.
That's Winterland.
Come back here and it was freezing cold. What, 91?
Yes.
Yeah, it was actually really nice. But you get so acclimatized to it, right? Like the third night or the third morning, we come out and I was like, whoo, it was 20 degrees Celsius outside in the morning at like 8 a.m. And I was like, oh, it actually feels a little chilly this morning.
Arnold asks, will Turbine and Tumbleweed be about the same time next year? He
I would
needs to
assume
dance
so.
around the anniversary, I guess.
I would assume so. I don't know if it was exactly the same weekend last year. So that's up to Ivan. It's not up to me. But I would assume it's going to be probably similar type of time of year. So. No updates on Montana from my end. No updates on Montana.
And Arnold says building season starts in mid-late June and ends in mid-late September. 100 plus temperatures suck.
Exactly. That's exactly it. They're completely reversed.
What are those temperatures like? I've never been there. 35, yeah, that's where I've been. 38, but haven't been into the really hot stuff yet.
Yeah, it's not a lot of fun, man. You just hide inside in the air conditioning. Yeah, in the shade.
Okay, Edgardo says, after the Calvera Air video, are you planning to do another video about new things that you learned to make it easier? your
Yes.
builds? Make it easier builds.
Part of the deal of getting the Carvera Air is I only needed to do one video, but just out of pure desire, I will do a follow-up video with the Carvera. I've used it for a few other projects so far, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a crazy learning experience, but we will do a follow-up video on the Carvera. I did order a whole bunch of new bits as well too, Actually put in 2 orders for bits, so I think we're well stocked right now for some of the projects I want to do with it. We do have some interesting follow-up videos as well too. Speaking of that, with lead time, so they sent me another battery for Artemis, the trailer, and so we actually added another battery to the trailer for double the capacity, and I videoed that while we were en route to Texas and while we were in Texas, so there'll be a follow-up video to that. But also, part of that video next week, I'm going to get the underside of the trailer spray foamed as well. So the trailer will be completely insulated all over the place, which is going to be awesome summertime, wintertime, whatever. And so that'll be part of that follow-up video, I think, as well too, just to kind of combine everything in one. And that trip was really the first trip where we actually did a long journey just on solar power and battery power, and it was amazing. Every day we would show up to the field in the morning, so we now have 280 amp hours of capacity. So we would show up in the morning, the fridge is running. I left the inverter on all night, and we'd show up in the morning and we'd have probably 210 milliamps left in the system. And then by the end of the day, with the solar power charging the batteries, we were almost back up to full capacity. And that was charging all of our batteries in the morning as well too. So it was just a game changer because we almost don't even ever have to worry about it. It was awesome. So really nice setup.
Okay, Dean Bird says, unveiled a new Carf model Bolt last weekend. Looking forward to lots of fun at the jet rallies coming up.
Nice.
November jet rally is for the weekend before Thanksgiving in Mesa, Arizona.
Mesa, Arizona.
Mesa, there's no way. Okay. What is that?
We're just learning how to read.
Wow, the Americans don't know how to spell properly.
Maybe you don't know how to read properly.
Joe wants to know when you're putting a diesel heater in.
I don't know if I want to do a diesel heater. I might just do it a little electric guy. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, air conditioning in the trailer?
I don't know.
Well, get the combined ones, air conditioning and heat.
I don't really need, the thing is we don't need AC. Like even when we were down there,
Yeah, sure.
you don't need AC. Like it wasn't hot in the trailer at all. Because it's
Yeah.
shaded. You've got, like even when it was plus 30 whatever out, it's shaded, insulated on the ceiling. There's air movement through the trailer. So heat really wasn't an issue at all.
So the air wasn't hot at all? Like,
Not at all.
oh, okay.
What I'm thinking about, the reason for insulating it is I would like to use that as storage in the winter time, but I don't want it to be we get cold.
Yeah.
We get minus 30, minus 40 Celsius, which is like the same in Fahrenheit. It gets crazy cold. So if I could just put a little electric heater in there, I mean, it's not running off the solar in the wintertime. It'd be plugged into the house. But if I could put a little electric heater in there and keep it at 0 or plus 5 Celsius, just above freezing, like 35 Fahrenheit, that would be ideal. So that's kind of my goal with it.
Yeah, that'd be yeah. California Jets is in less than 2 weeks away.
Nice. It's going to be a nice setup. Who's going to be there? Who did I hear is going to be there? I forget.
And
I saw something. I can't remember what it was.
And I guess that jet rally is going to be at Superstation Air Park.
Hi, Nez. Come visit. Come see Chad.
Nope.
Hi, Nez.
He'd be sneezing away.
Nez.
Yeah.
Oh. Bubblegins. Hi. Grumpy Pants. Say hi. No?
Okay. Richard Verano will be there, I guess.
Yep.
Are you going?
No.
You've had your fill? No.
No, no. Not planning on going. I think the next event for me is Miami, I believe, in December. I don't know the exact date, but that's the plan. Go to Miami Jets, and that's kind of it for 2025. So, yeah.
Well, looking forward to the builds. Wow.
Yes, me too. We
Nice.
got a lot of work to do. So before Tucson in March, so Tucson is like the third weekend of March, we need to build, just to give you an example or an idea of what we need to do. So before Tucson Jets in March, we need to finish the F-14, which we're working on now, the Su-30, the A-10, Black Snake, the F-4 from CARF, the P-47, another helicopter sitting in a box, the other warbird sitting over there. We need to finish Ares L, Mini, XL, CARF beam, my Lancer.
Okay.
I think that's everything so far.
So far.
So
And what
that's
about the planes
12.
coming-
We got
yeah.
12 planes to finish before March.
January.
Oh my gosh. So if you guys are wondering like timelines, I get a lot of people that ask about the timelines on projects and stuff. So just to give you an idea, last year when we came back from Tucson Jets, I brought the F-14 that we're working on now in March. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So 7 months to get to the F-14. The A-10 that is coming next week. Chris ordered that a year ago from Skymaster. I think it was a year ago, maybe a little under. So timeline-wise, we're about a year out for projects, just to give you an idea. The P-47 we brought back from Tucson last year as well too. I mean, that's been pushed out because it's going to be delivered in Tucson when we go down there in March. So, but it's about a year for projects realistically. It could be longer depending on your order and stuff. So I think it's starting to rain or snow, yes.
Plus, like I say, and delaying parts.
Well, not necessarily parts, it's kits too. Like when you order a Skymaster kit, you're waiting 8 months for your kit from the time of order to the time of delivery at least.
Yeah.
So sports jets are a little bit different story. I mean, we can get a sports jet in, we can finish it fairly quickly. It's also nice to have those kind of funneled in between the scale projects. The scale projects take a long time. You know, you get a sports jet in, it's a nice, easy relief from the scale projects. So we, you know, the sports jets we have on the board, we'll kind of funnel those in between the scale projects over the next bit. So
When you want to break, something quick.
yes, exactly. Something easy and quick.
Date it says December 3rd to 6th for Miami Jets.
Perfect.
And Tucson is March 26th to 29th.
Yes. So and then with Tucson too, just like normal, I like to go down there 5-6 days beforehand when the event's not officially happening and just fly, because it's like the start of the season for me and we get so much flying time in that week. It's awesome. So that's my plan. If you're planning on going to Tucson, we'll be there. Usually we leave here on Friday morning, get there Saturday evening, Sunday morning kind of thing. So.
Edgardo, wants to know if did any of the products at Jet Power excelled your expectations to bring them to your shop?
Well, the beam's on order, the CARF beam that was unveiled at Jet Power. Good question. So that's on order. The Maibo A, what is that? A10? Not the A10, the F-35? X-35, yeah, the Maibo X-35. That's in the works. Super cool plane. I mean, it's not really a scale plane. It's kind of a scale sports plane, but well built. Looks like tons of fun. So that one's exceptional as well too. I mean, all the other stuff. A lot of the stuff was the same thing from the year previous. Obviously, the big F4s. So yeah, But those are the two that we know we have on order right away.
David said
I have-
X35? David said X35?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yep.
I did feature it in the Jet Power video. And that is RC scale models. I can't remember what it was called, but the sticks, that's what it was. So that sticks that company made was beautiful. I have emailed back and forth with them a little bit, and haven't heard back from them yet, but the sticks, I would love to own one of those. So we'll see what happens. Cool plane, the finishing on it's really nice. The lines on it was really nice. And of course, it's one of those planes that nobody in Canada, nobody in the US has. So it's right up my alley because of that reason. So
Todd Watson just joined us.
nice,
He says he
welcome.
has problems getting onto us on time.
Welcome, Todd Watson.
He says he's glad to meet you in Texas.
Thank you.
And he asks, any plans for the Skymaster A10 XXL in the future?
We don't have anyone that has ordered one yet. So no is the short answer. We have some cool big planes coming, but they haven't been sorted out yet as far as which direction the owner is going. So we'll see on that. But there's some cool planes coming. Stay tuned for that.
And Todd, turn on your notifications, and that way you get the notice when we're going to be on.
Well, and rightfully so. I posted earlier today the link to the one that didn't work, right? So, you know, for anybody that had trouble getting on, it's okay. We get it.
Technical issues.
Technical issues, yes. Well said. Well said. All right, guys, you got 4 minutes left for questions. We'll close it off at 8 o'clock our time. So 4 minutes left. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, complaints, you know.
More thumbs up. We got 52 people there.
Yeah, give the video some thumbs ups if you're here and you haven't given it one of these. You should do so. I don't know when I'm going to finish my Corsair.
When are you going to finish your T33?
Yeah, that too. Part of me wants to get Joe to finish it, but then there'd be no videos.
Yeah. Any questions, guys? That's it. Oh, Russell says he's going to
know.
order Cha videos.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one. Oh, no, we've got another project I didn't even remember. So I've got the Canadian Scheme Skymaster T33 coming for me. So thanks for the reminder. That's not on the board yet. Hasn't been picked up yet, but it is coming. So that's for myself, which is cool. It's actually a good replacement for my Tudor, which we haven't had for a few years now. So
You missed that thing.
I do miss the Tudor a lot.
It's been what, 4 years?
Yeah, I sold it just as we were kind of building the house here, so 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's been a while. I still see it every once in a while, and I do get to fly it once in a while, but not as much as I'd like.
And Nick goes, so much for the eye candy day of late. It's winter.
Yeah.
Don't you like those big puffy?
Yeah, it's pretty nasty outside. If you guys could hear it, you'd understand.
Yeah.
All right, 2 minutes left. If you have any questions, ask away.
Yeah, I think I got everybody's questions over the
Awesome.
years.
On the F-22.
No, the F-22, so earlier this summer, we were supposed to get an F-22 from T1 Models. That's who does it, right?
Yes.
But it was damaged in shipping. And so it went to the owner first. He uncrated it. It was shipped on its nose. And I think it should have been shipped on its half section. And I believe that airplane went back to T1 Models to get fixed, repaired, replaced, whatever it is. So we don't have the T1 F-22 confirmed yet. So
Echo Smoke says, sure, I can finish the T-33.
mm-hmm.
And Arnold asks, the plane in the box? Well, no, we're not opening it.
The Pilatus PC6. Stay tuned for a video coming to a YouTube channel near you soon. And I'm going to do it, everything packed in one video. So we're going to unbox it super fast. We're going to get it set up on a radio system. We're going to fly it right in front of the shop and hopefully not crash it. And it's going to be fun. And it'll be the fun, stress-relieving flyer. Hopefully it's easy to fly. I think it's a PC6. It should be easy to fly.
You'll have to get skis for it.
Yeah, you can get floats for it. Float kit, which just like bolts right on. Actually, and I have skis. There we go. We've got a nice set of aluminum skis.
And they're talking, somebody wants to do an Atom versus Falcon race, I guess.
Yeah, the Falcon, I mean, I don't think they're really, both of them are not fast. The Falcon would probably win because it's more pointy. The Atoms, or the Lancer or Atom 2.1 is pretty bulky.
We could do it in the spring.
Yeah,
And Dave says
we'll have
he
the
likes
same setup, so.
Dave says he likes the shape of the Falcon.
Yeah, the Falcon's got a nice shape. The Atom I think, has a lot of nice characteristics because the fuselage is so wide. So handling, I think, in like hovering, high alphas, landing, the Atom's really nice when it comes to that stuff. So
And Nick says, nice big road out front for PC.
you betcha.
7?
PC6.
He says 7, I know. I'm reading what he's posted there. I know what he's posting, man.
Yeah, some nice, fairly smooth asphalt gravel out there. You can land it on the grass too if we need to.
Yeah.
There's some
Neighbors
power
won't
wires
complain.
out there, but you just kind of fly around the power wires. It's fine.
IRC Flyer says, have a great night, everyone.
Awesome.
See you in
Thanks,
the next
guys.
live.
Oh, there we go. We're 2 minutes over.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning into the live. Always enjoy this. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Hopefully in 2 weeks we are done the F-14 and we are moving on to the Su-30. We'll see how things pan out.
Okay,
Thanks
have
for
a great
watching.
night, guys.
Ciao.